Hello, welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk about free will. Mind you, most of these things that I'm saying is based on my view. So you think about it. From my own point of view, free will is the act of you doing anything without consequences attached to it. If you have free will, there should not be consequences. That's why if you ask me, we don't have freedom of movement, or we don't have free will to life, because you don't choose what to do in your life. So let's enter into the religious part of it. Most religious people will say that you used your free will to sin. That is why that's why you will go to hell. But in my view, free will doesn't exist. Imagine this. God, as a supernatural being that the religious people claim he is, he has foreknowledge, is omniscient, omnipresence, is omnipotent, he's everything. He can predict the future with 100% accuracy before he started creating this world, based on the religion that you believe in. Before he started creating this world, because you guys say that God always existed. Before he started creating this world, he knew what is going to happen now. But if you say that he doesn't know, it means that he doesn't have foreknowledge. If he knows and still decided to create the world like that, it means he's not a good God. So he knows everything will turn out. Before he created Adam and Eve, he knew that they are going to eat the fruits of the knowledge of good and evil. And I say kind God or loving God that you guys paint him out to be, he decided to create the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in respect to Christianity and Islamic. He decided to create the two in the middle of the garden. And according to the Bible, he said that the tree was very beautiful. It captures the eye. So don't that sound like a trap to you? Imagine you are a parent, you want to go out, you leave your kids at home, because Adam and Eve, they were like kids. They have no real life experience. And I don't see how that's logical, because they have not yet eaten from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And God is telling them to not eat from it. So I don't see how they will even be aware that eating from it will be evil. You have to think logically to understand all these things. Imagine you are a parent, you want to go out. Your gas cooker, or you leave a knife at the middle of the house. Let's just say you left your 5-year-old child at home. You leave a knife at the middle of, or your gas cooker at the middle of the parlor. Then you tell him, because he can't even hear English, or he can't even understand what you're saying well, or he can't grasp what you're saying because he's still inexperienced with life. That's the same with Adam and Eve. Then you leave it there and tell him that he should not eat from it. As a loving God, that applies to you. I know that you can't do it because you are loving, you love your children. Just imagine a loving God that you guys claim he should be. You say you don't want them to eat from the knowledge of good and evil, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, but you left it in the middle of there. And as a God of foreknowledge, you knew the future, that they are going to eat of it, but you still allowed it. Then you told them that if they eat from it, they will surely die. So now we're going to enter into the lies that God told them. He said you will surely die. It doesn't matter what you believe, whether you will die gradually, you will die this, you will die that. A God, you are speaking to them, you need to be specific. What was clearly written there is that you will surely die. Then the serpents came to Eve and told her that if you eat of this fruit, God knows that you are going to be like him. That's why. Yeah, you will not die. So I'll summarize all this side. Then he ate, he gave Adam. God came. This is where the misconception and illogical writing comes in. A God that has foreknowledge. You should have known. It looks as if God is trying to play a game with them there, because if I have foreknowledge, I don't know about the God. If I have foreknowledge, you are supposed to have known that those people have eaten the fruit. That Adam and Eve have eaten the fruit. When you came, you say, have you eaten? Have. A God that knows everything, because God knows everything, and is asking, have you eaten from the fruit I told you not to eat? Then everything happened. Then God told the host of angels, or depending on what you believe, either gods, other gods, Jesus, or the host of angels, that they have eaten of the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil, and they have become like us. So who lied there? They ate it, they did not surely die, like how God said in the beginning. But what the serpent said was true, that if you eat from it, God knows that you will become like him. So if you think logically here, God is the liar there. Then after everything, God banished them out of that place. God caused the generation of Adam and Eve. Until now, we are still feeling the impact of the curse. A God of foreknowledge that knew that that's how it's going to play out, still allowed it to happen. And a God of foreknowledge, as if there is a God, would have known that I will become an atheist, and depending on what you believe, I'm going to go to hell. But he still allowed it. So I see no love there, and I see no free will, because if you can, a God that knows the future, just by him creating the world, a perfect God creating an imperfect world, it makes no sense. No sense at all. It makes no logical sense. A perfect God. A perfect, I don't know, I don't know if I'll tell you guys, you should go to Wikipedia and search for the meaning of perfect, for what it means that a person is perfect. A perfect God creating a world so imperfect. He created the criteria for being judged. Some will say that he sent his son Jesus Christ to die for our sin. Let me not even enter into that topic because it doesn't make any sense. He created the criteria of being judged. I don't see why a God, an all-powerful God, must need blood sacrifice in order to forgive sin. He's all powerful, so he can just forgive your sin, or he can just wipe out all the sin. If he's all loving and all just and all powerful, but I don't understand what he's doing. An all powerful God can just wipe out the sins of all men. And biologically, you don't choose to sin. There are a lot of sin. There are a lot of bad things that people do. Like recently, if you do your researches, most people that commit gruesome murder were always associated with some sort of brain damage. Maybe their brain have been damaged, or a tumor grew on their brain. They can't control what they do. You can't control the urge you have for a woman. You can't control if you're going to be straight or you're going to join the LGBTQ community. You can't control what you do. You can just manage it, or how am I going to say it? Because in the Bible, Jesus said that any man that looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. How would you not look at it like the urge? If God doesn't want you to look at a woman, or Jesus doesn't want you to look at a woman lustfully, he's not meant to put the urge there. But it seems like he wants you to do it, or like Christianity is just religion in general. I don't know why I'm always making a mistake of always calling Christianity. most religions, even if I've not made research on all of them. But the concept of a God is just ridiculous. Most things that were associated with a God now have been proven false by science. In the olden days of the early men, if lightning strikes, they associated it with the gods are angry, or if people have diseases, the gods are angry with you, the gods are trying to punish you, or this, that. But now science have proven everything wrong. That most diseases are caused by pathogens and microorganisms. That lightning is caused by carbon with a mixture of nitrogen. Everything have been proven wrong by science. It doesn't it baffle you that if you live around 2000 years ago, because me, I don't believe in that shit. Apparently where they say Jesus was walking the face of the earth, there was miracle galore. It was just going around doing miracle. But nowadays, with the help of cameras, with the help of technology, it look as if he is now tired of doing miracles, because you can't see miracle. Most pastors, most apologists, most preachers in the church stage the miracle. I'm a former preacher. I was very strong in the Christian faith. I was very strong in the evangelical church. So I know how they do all those things. Most of them are fake. Most of them are scam. Miracles don't happen. God doesn't exist. The problem is the characteristics that most of you religious people give your God is what makes it more difficult for you to explain. It's outside of time, it's outside of space, it's outside of this and that, blah blah blah. If it's outside of time, and you guys can't ever agree that he came from nothing, you make it seem like atheists are the nothing people, are the people that believe in the nothing. But apparently it's you guys, because something that's always existed actually came from nothing. Something that is omniscient, omnipresent, omniscience. The way the world is, the problem of evil, the problem of divine hiddenness, different facts, does not prove a God that have all those properties. Or else you want to call a God that don't have any of those properties. It makes more sense. But God of foreknowledge, that is all powerful to create a world that's imperfect like this. I think atheism provides a better account for suffering in this world. I'm not saying that religion doesn't offer any account, but atheism offer a better account. That we're just evolution species that evolved and are now fighting for survival. It makes more sense that we're just species that evolved, survival of the fittest, the strongest to win in this world, the smartest gets what he wants, the weakest suffer, the smartest survive, the weakest suffer. There is no God. I repeat, there is no God. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Do well to like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. But if you don't like, you can as well scroll. I'm just here to spread critical thinking, no hate involved. I'm just here to share my view of what I think about religion. So feel free to say anything in the comments section. If you like my content, once again, please do well to subscribe and like to support me to make more quality and nice videos. I love you all. Thanks. Bye. Have a great day.